And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you want more content like this. And leave a comment.
Hey man, Sam man, welcome back to another Act Like You Know rant or episode or whatever you want to call it. It's been a long time. Look forward to more weekly rants, every other day rants now. Computer's working now. Had a little bit of trouble, a little bit of life, not issues, but you know, big things happen in life. So ended up having to take a break. But we're going to be more consistent now. For the new year, that's our New Year revolution. Make videos all year. Whether people come in here and like them or not, we're just going to keep posting them. And if you like them, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely engage in the comments if you disagree with the opinions or agree with the opinions. You never know. But today's topic, we're going to talk about why Justin Herbert should not be classified as elite. You know, the media is lying to us. I'm tired of it. The media keeps telling us how great, how special this man Justin Herbert is. And Justin Herbert is great. He is special talent-wise. Very talented talent-wise. If we just saw him, just raw talent, Justin Herbert, man, he might be top 10 just purely talent-wise from NFL history. Like, he has everything. He can run. He has the big arm. He has the accuracy. But the IQ or something's not going on there. And I'm a big Justin Herbert fan. Just like, I don't know if you see my past videos. I had a Devin Booker video where I just went off on Devin Booker. Devin Booker is my favorite player. I had to tell the truth. Devin Booker played terrible during the Timberwolves series, and it was bad. He's no longer the best shooting guard in the NBA. As if you come to me, he's got to play better than that if you're going to be one of them ones. And he wasn't. And now we're going to do that with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's not my favorite quarterback in the NFL, but I mean, he's definitely like top 5. And he was my favorite quarterback when he was at Oregon, or, you know, one of my favorites. Definitely a really huge Justin Herbert fan. And maybe that's why I have high expectations of him. But you can call this fair or unfair, but he's not elite. It's not elite, but he doesn't show up in these big games. We can go all the way back to when Brandon Staley was there and Brandon Staley called that timeout. There was multiple opportunities to win that game. And I believe they started off slow against the Raiders. This is the year that the Raiders kicked a field goal, knocked them out. If they tied, they both could have went to the playoffs, if you remember that. So, you know, we kept blaming Brandon Staley. Oh, wait until he gets a real head coach. Oh, wait until his team is healthy. All this, like Mike Williams would get hurt, or Keenan Allen would get hurt, or Derwin James would get hurt, Joey Bosa. You know, there was always some key injuries. The Chargers were kind of cursed injury-wise, but still, every time they had a big game, Justin Herbert, whether he played well until this point or he was just bad and the defense kept making plays, he always seems to find a way to sell. He always seems to find a way to give the game away. I'm not sure why it is. I'm not sure what it is. Justin Herbert, I can't think of like the big Justin Herbert moment where it's like, oh man, Justin Herbert really led that comeback. Like I don't have it. And we're in year 5, going to 6, I believe. And it's sad. His first playoff game, and we can excuse this because this is his first playoff game on the road in Jacksonville. But the defense gives you 5 turnovers, Justin. 5 of them things in the first half. Now, you do score 27 points. Granted, yes, 27-0. I'm sorry. An elite quarterback is not only putting up 3 points the rest of the game. You got into field goal range twice the rest of the game, and they came back and scored 30. Is that some of the defense's fault? Yes, but like, Justin, bro, you got to be able to chew more clock. I understand it's your first playoff game, but like, that's got to be a win in my book. I'm sorry. Justin, I expect that higher of him. He's got to play better than that. But we let it slide because it was his first playoff game. We can blame Brandon Staley. You can blame the play calling. You know, they should have chewed more clock, whatever. But he's got to be able to find throws to lead his team down the field to give you more than 3 points. At least put a touchdown to put it away. Put it completely away. They didn't do that. So they lose. Then finally get rid of Brandon Staley. So now we get Jim Harbaugh. He's a winner at all levels, college and in the professionals. Look it up. He wins. Wherever he goes, he wins. It might take a little bit, but he's a winner in both places. Been to the Super Bowl, obviously, with the 49ers. Won a national championship with Michigan. Took him to the playoffs, brought Michigan back. I don't want to say the relevancy because Michigan is one of the bigger programs in college football, but, you know, they were Ohio State's little brother for a while, and now the story has changed. But back to Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh. So he comes into this league. I believe this league. Comes to this team to coach them. I believe they were like 4-12 last year. They're now 10-7. So obviously you see the change. So everyone's healthy this year, and this year, second playoff game. This is your second big professional playoff game. You go on the road to Texans. So the Texans are out Tank Dell. They're out Stephon Diggs, who's been out. So, and then their offensive line is not that great. Defenses are comparable. I would say the Texans defense is probably better, but not world beaters. Not anything that you can't move the ball against them. I'm sorry. And you go out there and you only give us 6 points before like the game gets out of hand. Mind you, in the first quarter, you go down there and get a field goal. Cool. Got points on the board. Big drive, you set a tone, you get points on the board. You get a field goal. The first play for the Texans is immediately a fumble. We got to capitalize into a touchdown there. But at least we got points. And this is going to be big. You're going to see why. We got points. So now it's 6-0. Defense has struggled for the rest of the half. And then CJ Stroud throws an egregious pick. You get the ball at their 40-yard line. Another short field situation. The first play you do, play action bootleg to the right. You decide to throw across your body 40 yards to Quentin Johnson in double coverage for an interception. Completely take the momentum away from your team. This is what I'm talking about. Elite quarterbacks don't do that. They don't do that. I'm not trying to say like the QB is a what are they calling him? Wins are a QB stat. They're not, because you got to have your whole team. Look at Joe Burrow, for example. If wins were a QB stat, then the Bengals would have ended the season 13-4 at least. At least 13-4. At the very least. And he probably is your MVP this year. Or second to MVP, or wherever you want to put him, because Lamar did have a fantastic year, but and you take the momentum away for your team. Now, thankfully, the Chargers defense gets to stop, and then you get stopped again, and now they finally score, so it's 6-7. So then 58 seconds left in the half. I don't want to blame this completely on you, but you're punting the ball 20 seconds later, giving the Texans an opportunity to kick a field goal. 20 seconds later, you go 3 and out. That can't happen. It cannot happen. So now, instead of going up possibly 13-0 or 9-0 due to your interception that changed the game, the first one that changed the game, you are now going down in the half 10-6. Cool. So your defense is still playing great. They end up giving up a field goal. It's 6-13. You have a chance to drive down the field. So then, and I don't want to hear, Ladd McConkey's got to catch the ball. Throw a better ball. There's no reason for the ball to be that high for Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey played great. I believe he had 188 yards on 10 catches. So we're not going to blame Ladd McConkey for not catching this ball. Ball's way too high. I don't want to hear that there was this enormous pressure in his face. I don't believe he got hit as he threw or anything. He stepped in, and yes, his lineman was there, but that happens a lot. And if you're an elite quarterback, you can still make that throw. I believe Justin believes that he should have made a better throw. And it turns into a pick 6. It is now 6-20. And this is why this is so crucial, because now any mistake could put the game away. And now the next mistake's not on you. Will Dissly needs to catch the ball, but now that throw turns into a pick 6, and that's a turnover. And this keeps and then now it's what, 6? It's now 6:27. All of a sudden, 6:26 something. It was like 6:27, and the only time you could score really was when Ladd McConkey catches the ball and runs down the field after an amazing catch and run over the middle of the field. Ladd McConkey makes it. It had to have been like 13:20. It was like 13. It was 12:25. Maybe he throws the pick to Will or something like that. Either way, can't happen. Oh, it wasn't even a pick 6. My fault. He throws the interception off Will's hand, but they get a field goal out of it. So now it's 6-23. That's what happened. And then you throw the 4th pick. I'm not into the whole like late game interception thing. Like, you're just trying to make stuff happen. But like, that's why the first pick was so important. You zap the momentum from your team. And the second pick, it didn't end the game, but it basically ended the game. Like, they weren't coming back from that. They couldn't move the ball down the field. And again, Justin, like this keeps happening in big games, and it's getting disappointing. Elite quarterbacks don't do that. Because, like, what do you tell me? What's the difference between Tua and Justin Herbert? He's the if man. It's always hypotheticals with Justin Herbert. If Justin Herbert had this, if Justin Herbert had that. Justin Herbert has what he needs to win games. Some people have way less. Look at Josh Allen. Look at Lamar Jackson. Their offensive weapons haven't been near what Justin Herbert's has been. And we keep blaming coaching. We keep blaming everyone but him. He's the most important player on the team, and he keeps coming up short in big games. He has to change that narrative. So I don't want to hear Justin Herbert's an elite quarterback no more. He's a very good quarterback, still a franchise quarterback. Don't get that twisted. Obviously, like 20% of teams, oh, not 20%, but like 20 out of 32 teams would have Justin Herbert. I'm not even saying that he's the 12th best quarterback. He's probably in top 10 still of quarterbacks you would want, obviously, but elite, no. We gotta keep elite quarterbacks to like 5 people, like 5 or 6 people, because everyone's elite, everyone's great. No, it's not that. It's not that. There's probably 4 elite quarterbacks, 5 if you want to, add one of them guys from the NFC. But that's my take, man. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. You like this one, and tune in for the next one, or not if you hated it. Someone will tune in.